Hello everyone, you're watching Metalogic PMS YouTube channel. Today we have Ms. Preiti Patel. Ma'am, it's a pleasure to have you with us today. You have had an impressive journey across leading infrastructure companies from SR to Patel Engineering and now at Tata Projects. Your career spans some of the most transformative years of India's infrastructure story, and I'm sure our audience will be keen to learn from your experience and vision. To start with, I want to ask you, ma'am, you have held leadership positions at Patel Engineering, SR, and now Tata Projects. What motivated you to take up these roles at different organizations?
Thank you, Monica. It's great to be on this program. Uh, so, infrastructure is actually my passion. I just love to see things being built and better progress for the nation. We are looking at a Vikasit Bharat, and from the past experience, we are here to grow, and we are here to really be developed in the infrastructure space. So I want to see really India prosper and be leader in the world for infrastructure. And that's the reason that I'd like to contribute to this space.
And ma'am, I also want to understand, from our users' perspective, looking back, what are some of the most significant shifts or changes you have observed in the infrastructure and construction sector across your career?
So when I started out, we were building core infrastructure projects. Okay, so that would entail thermal power projects, hydropower projects. That would also entail a lot of national highways, and in the urban mobility space, we were still looking at building urban dwellings, but not to the scale that we see today. So major shifts have happened in, let's say, transportation. We have huge amount of connectivity all across India, but we also have now urban transportation, right? So earlier we used to just have roads as urban transportation, but now we have metros, we have tunnels, we have really iconic bridges, we have reclaimed certain spaces in the sea and made connectivity significant. The same way in the energy space, there has been a huge transition, and everybody is aware of it. So now we are transitioning to the green. So there is sustainable energy. There's solar. There's wind. There is all kinds of different ways in which the energy is going to be harnessed. And we see a major shift in the industry. The industry that was when I started off was very different than the industry that we see today. So we have now, semiconductors, data centers, there's AI leading this kind of transformation. Also the green industry, right? So I see that the space has completely changed, just like how we started off with probably typewriters and now we are onto smartphones. That's the kind of shift that I see in the infrastructure.
Ma'am, Tata Projects has been a key player in the infrastructure sector. How would you describe the company's vision and mission in transforming India's infrastructure landscape, ma'am?
So, what Tata Project stands for is transforming lives by building a better world. And since its inception in 1970s, this is what is the mantra that drives us daily. Okay, so we are really instrumental today in building urban mobility systems, fourth gen factories, and enabling energy future in the most sustainable and green way for India. The most essential part that we look at is predictability of the project delivery, and this happens with we entrust it completely on technology, innovation, and sustainability. So this is the way Tata delivers projects.
Ma'am, if we talk about Tata Projects, in what ways in strategy at Tata Projects different from your earlier roles at Patel Engineering and SR?
It's actually not really different. The different times of years have different perspectives, right? So in my previous roles, the nation was at X place in infrastructure. Now then it's moved on to another space, and now it's at another space. So every role that I have has had a different kind of requirement, and hence the strategy. So everything is perfect at the time that it is.
So again, talking about Tata Projects is involved in urban infrastructure projects like roads, airports, metros, and ports. Which of these projects do you think have had the most significant impact on India's growth story?
So I can say something that we are really proud of delivering many iconic projects. And to begin with is the Parliament of India. I mean, this is a very big achievement for us that we have made a space for the parliamentarians of the country, which is very appropriate for a Viksit Bharat. And I mean, it was going to be there for a major decade, and of the India's progress story. The other projects that we really are proud of are the metro projects in Lucknow, in Mumbai, Chennai, Ahmedabad, Indore. We have about more than 100 kilometers of metro projects that we have delivered. And this has changed the entire dynamics of the cities in which that we have delivered in terms of mobility for the users, and also added to the sustainability and the reduction of emissions for this kind of transportation requirements. Also, we are almost delivering I mean nearing completion for the Jewar airport, and this is one of the also iconic projects because it's a greenfield airport of very large size and also great complexity, and we are like doing progressing really well on that. We have also delivered the Mumbai Trans Harbour Link, and this is part we are a part of this India's longest sea bridge. So this is also redefined connectivity and logistics. We are currently also delivering several projects in the fourth gen industry like semiconductor and such. I mean, various components of it. We are really happy that we are part of it because they are aiming towards more sustainable delivery of the infrastructure.
So there are plenty of projects which I think I will be using it personally, like Jewar Airport, because I live in Noida, and it is Delhi Airport is very far from when you travel from Noida to Delhi, especially when it is near Gurgaon. So it's like three states I'm almost traveling to reach the airport. So definitely we will be using Jewar, and I hope it will come soon. So coming to the timelines and project execution, ma'am, I want to understand Tata projects ensure timely and quality execution of large scale projects, which you have just mentioned, while maintaining sustainability and safety standards. How is it happening? As in, how do you, maintain it?
So, as I started, we really uh, invest a lot of planning and thought into technology and innovation to give a predictable project delivery. And we use advanced tools like BIM, digital twins, IoTs, and real time dashboards to manage the entire planning process and risk mitigation. We also have a right first time policy so that this will reduce rework, etc. Safety, of course, is in the DNA of the entire group. We have a zero harm policy. In terms of sustainability, at group level, we also have a project Alingana, and we are committed to net zero by 2045, and we have taken really active steps towards it. I mean, even at our sites, we use low carbon steel, we use recycled aggregates, use fly ash, prefabricated structure, precast structures. We, to cut emissions and waste. So even our labor camps have got STPs and biogas. So we deliver projects with innovation, technology, and sustainability.
That's wonderful to hear this because we have been following Tata Group from a quite a long time, and yes, these things are, I think, in the genes of Tata people. I also want to understand from you, infrastructure projects often face challenges like land acquisition, then financing and environment clearances. How does Tata Projects tackle these challenges?
It begins with, of course, when we are looking at a project, we first look at the quality of the DPRs that is made available to us, and then we have a very robust project appreciation framework within our company, where we envision what all is required to deliver that project and start with advanced value engineering. So if we feel certain lacunas, then we address it by value engineering. We also look at identification and mitigation of risk. Okay, so these are the measures that we will have a list of it and a register, and we come up with a very extremely comprehensive construction and planning schedule, right? So that like when you are saying that line projects, the government delays, etc., these we try to address at the beginning of the project before we embark on it, right? And if these measures are not really taken care of, then we flag it to our clients that before we embark on a project delivery, these are the things that need to be addressed. And usually it so happens because the client as well as us, we want to deliver a project and we want to see it operational really quickly and in the best of quality. So these measures definitely get addressed.
So now, since we are talking about the quality and the measuring of it, uh, I want to now talk about the measuring tools like AI and digitization. So how is Tata Project leveraging technology, automation, digital solutions, or AI to make infrastructure projects more efficient and eco-friendly, ma'am?
Okay, so as I said, the first thing is we have real-time dashboards for everything. We are working on digital twins for a lot of our processes, and we have IoT-enabled, equipment which comes for predictive maintenance. We have automated material tracking. We have invested heavily in SAP systems for all our processes. Also, whenever we look at a project for constructability, we look at prefabrication, precast, modular construction. What's the most efficient and the best way to deliver a project? Uh, Also, we look at, when it comes to sustainability, we look at really energy efficient equipment, smart water system, low carbon materials. So, everything is comprehensively thought about how to integrate technology and innovation.
With increasing focus on green infrastructure, what initiatives has Tata Projects taken to promote sustainability and reduce environmental impact, ma'am?
I think it's for me safe to say that we are one of the pioneers in this EPC space. Okay, so what are the two key differentiators that we deliver is one is ESG and the second is business excellence and innovation. Okay, so for us ESG is not like a tick mark activity. It is the core of what we do, every single thing that we do. And for sustainability we have a metric system where we are monitoring more than 20 plus metrics on environment and sustainability, and which we do on real time basis. So for example, use of recycled materials, green cement, zero landfill, reduce, recycle, reuse. This is the basic philosophy. So usage of water, usage, monitoring of emissions. We in fact go right up to the biodiversity, things that in the project sites that we are delivering. We also have an initiative called Green Thumb, that wherever we have project sites, we do large scale tree plantations. So even the minutest of things, that the water is not wasted, the waste is recycled, and the concrete is reused for roads, etc. Every single detail is looked into.
That's wonderful to hear. And ma'am, before we end this conversation, from the leadership point of view, I want to ask you that you have been a woman leader in an industry that has traditionally been male dominated. What challenges and opportunities have you faced on this path?
It's a very good question. So I think in the beginning I said I'm very passionate about infrastructure because I believe that when you have 50% of the population, we should be able to influence at least 50% of decision in how the infrastructure should be envisioned and delivered. Like we are like we use homes, we use transportation, and we should have a vision in how efficient infrastructure is given. Having said that, women have to come forward to be in this space, because instead of being just the users and commenters of this is not correct, you have to come forward and deliver. And that requires you to be, of course, qualified, also physically and emotionally fit, because it's not about man and woman. Even if the man is delivering infrastructure, he is also putting in a lot of effort, standing out in the sun or standing out in the rain, ensuring that the delivery happens. The same is required irrespective of the gender. So,
And ma'am,
I'm
what are
very
your guiding principle? As in, what is keeping you so motivated? What is your principles? With this, so much of responsibilities are on you. So, what are your guiding principles, ma'am?
So I always say one thing, that never to compete with others, always compete with your own self. And every day I say, what did I do yesterday? That what can I do better today? So every day I wake up with this, this fresh day challenge, that today I'm going to do this, and I'm going to improve, something that I found I wanted to be better the next day.
And ma'am, what advice you want to give to the younger generation who is coming into the business now, joining as leaders or maybe as future leaders? What kind of message you want to convey to them?
So I would say that there are no shortcuts to any success or delivery, and one must understand everything in detail. Get your hands dirty, put in the hard work, and improve our whatever is the infrastructure, improve our nation. There's always the responsibility lies with our own self. That's the message.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your journey and vision with us, your insights into the shift in infrastructure, the role of strategy, and the future of the sector are truly inspiring. We look forward to seeing Tata Projects play a key role in building the India of tomorrow and you succeeding in all your projects and initiatives. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you for giving this opportunity. Thank you.